Hello and welcome to What's Next. I'm your host Matt Brading, and this week it's our special week. We're going to be focusing on digital distribution, which is the new phenomenon of sort of selling film, music and games online as opposed to traditional ways like in the cinema, on DVD, that sort of thing. But because it's Halloween and because our production team have decided that everyone should dress up, except me, haha, we're going to do a little review of the latest horror movies coming out.
Hello, I'm Josh, here to welcome you to my little shop of Halloween review horrors. Now, I'm quite excited as horror films are my expertise. Let's see what's been going on in the world of horror for the past couple of months. Let's start with the newly released film, The House at the End of the Street, starring Max Leroy and the Hunger Games star Jennifer Lawrence. The film is about a young girl who moves into a house, and the house next door to her is where a daughter gruesomely murdered her parents. Sounds like a nice film to snuggle up on the couch with?
I do not want the two of you to be alone in his house. Can you respect that? Ryan?
Now, speaking of couches, those of you watching at home better hold on to yours because one of the most anticipated remakes of next year has been released. It's the teaser trailer for the new Carrie film. Now, I will be in line to see the film 100 times at the cinema. Now, let's not forget the obvious. Who can tell me who wears a white mask and stalks babysitters on this very night? Anyone? Okay. Michael Myers, the infamous killer. Now, there's no new news on the production of Halloween 3D, but it's still set to come out in late 2013, so we will keep you updated on all of the new information that should be coming out soon. Now, for any of you Silent Hill fans, whether you're fans of the game or fans of the film, you will definitely want to get your caboose off the couch and go and see Silent Hill 2 in 3D. It comes out today, so buy your tickets before they sell out. Now, speaking of remakes and 3D films, don't forget to check out the brand new poster for the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3D film that's soon to hit the cinemas. That's it from me. See you all next week. Now we're over to Matt for this week's news.
Hello, we are now going to do the news. I'm joined by Josh and Aileen. Hi guys.
Hi.
Right, so let's go on with the topics. The topics are all about digital distribution because that's the theme of the show. So I'm going to go ahead and start with this one. Okay, so OnLive versus Steam. These are two gaming services that let you play games online. OnLive is kind of an interesting one because it's sort of like the games are loaded on a PC in a server farm somewhere and you play like a video stream of it. So it's a bit like watching a film on Netflix or LoveFilm, except with games, so you play it, which is pretty cool. And then Steam is more like iTunes in the way that you download the games from them and then you can play it as much as you want to. So, like, what do you think in terms of, would you prefer playing games remotely or downloading them for your own use?
Well, I kind of like the idea of being able to download them.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's like the idea of, renting films on iTunes and being able to play them for a certain amount of time, or even buying a film on iTunes. You can do that with Steam now, I think. And I think online is more, you just pay a monthly subscription and you can play as many games as you want.
Yeah.
But I don't really play that many games, so.
You either?
No, I don't play many games either, but I suppose if you're comparing it to Netflix and the other one, yeah, I would prefer to have Steam, because then you just have that one-off payment and you can access that game as much as you like from like here to infinity.
Yeah, okay. I think, like, personally for me, I quite liked OnLive. They had a lot of like business issues. I think they've pretty much gone bankrupt and fired all their staff now, but whatever. Anyway, we're now going to move on. Oh, I'm going to throw this to you, okay? This is always the most difficult part. Not bad this week.
Okay, Netflix versus LoveFilm. So LoveFilm is like $4.99 a month, and Netflix is $6.99 a month for subscription. But Netflix gets more content, so.
Well, I have a Netflix account, and I think I really do like the stuff they put on the Netflix. I have friends who have LoveFilm accounts, and I did have a LoveFilm account, and I just remember it not being very good and not being
Well, I heard the appeal is the fact that they're actually a disc, but wouldn't that just be better to get the download?
Because I think for those prices, like I think that's the Love Film online only price for £5.
Oh, okay.
I think that, but I think Love Film's only worth it if you get the discs, because their online collection is good, but it's not great. So I don't know. How have you found Netflix? Is it worth £2 extra?
I think it's worth the price because you pay it monthly, and then you've just got it's TV shows, short films. You've got all different types of genres. You've got it's not music or anything like that. It's just films and TV shows. But I think it's really worth the money you pay because. I mean, you don't get the discs, but you can always just go back to it and watch it wherever you want. Watch it where you've left off. It remembers where you've stopped. Yeah. And it has they have different apps. I can get it on my phone, my iPad, and just watch it wherever I want if you've got 3G or Wi-Fi. Cool. And it's free to download the apps as well, so you're just still paying that $6.99. Yeah, I think
Netflix is a pretty good deal. Like, I'm kind of tied into Love Film, but that's because I use the discs. So, I don't want to pay for two.
Well, can you get games on Love Film as well?
You can, but you have to pay a bit extra. But it's the same. It comes through the post on disc, which is pretty good. But I don't really have the time to play games. Yeah. So not too big an issue for me. All right, I'm going to give you this one. Taking a sneak at them to see which one's the most.
I'm not going to catch it.
That was amazing. Wow.
Vampire.
It was awesome.
iTunes and App Stores being redesigned. What do you think about the iTunes being redesigned?
Well, at first I thought it was quite pointless, but then looking back on it, I guess they haven't really had a redesign for quite a while. So
it's been about. When did iTunes come out?
A long 10 years ago. Yeah. I think it is pretty much the first time, but although it's only a redesign, it's quite a big deal because iTunes is like the biggest seller of online of music, movies, games through the App Store. So it seems small, and it's not a huge deal, but it's worth mentioning because I think a lot of people will be like, oh, it's different. But hopefully that'll be all it is. Anyway, right, we're going to do the last topic now, which is about the Olympics. So this year the Olympics were held in London. Hopefully everyone knows that. But they streamed every single match live to the internet over iPlayer. So at times they had like 25 matches or something happening at once. And it's been like the first time there's been an event like this where viewers have been able to watch online as well as TV. So they could be watching the main coverage and then also watch something else at the same time. And I think there's been quite a large number of people who've actually watched it online. So, did you guys watch the Olympics on iPlayer?
Not online. No, I just watched it all on the TV.
God, old-fashioned.
But did the red button where you can change it.
Oh, okay.
So,
I was away, so
I was away as well. Oh. But yeah, I mean, I really wanted to have be able to watch it because the idea of being able to watch 24 things at once is really cool.
Well, weren't they streaming it didn't iPlayer let anyone in the world watch it, not depending on the region?
I'm not sure. I don't think they did because in America, NBC had the rights.
Oh, I see.
But what they did is they didn't let people watch the live streams. Instead, they did a summary at the end. So it was a bit rubbish. Yeah. Anyway, right. I think that's about all the time we have for the news this week. We are now going to move on to our tech review.
One of the biggest challenges facing the movie sales today is the rise of the internet and piracy taking sales away from the distributors. Most distributors have reacted by fighting against the internet, but a new service, VHX, have embraced the internet. VHX are both a distribution company and a set of technologies. Their aim is to help independent filmmakers make the money selling their films online. They offer the technologies to stream or download the video on a huge variety of devices, from computers to iPads to media centres, such as Boxee and Roku, as well as games consoles. And both the streaming and download versions are DRM-free. They also provide the means for the audience to purchase the movie and provide real-time statistics to show the filmmaker how their video is doing. The service is highly integrated into Facebook, Twitter and search engines in order to help market the film. They claim that 1 in 4 visitors will end up purchasing the video for viewing. VHX provide their team to help the filmmaker design, market, sell and optimise their films. They also support global distribution, allowing multiple languages, subtitles and foreign currencies. Indie Game, the movie, is one VHX's current biggest success story. It's a feature-length documentary film about the difficulties that face independent game developers. Despite being sold via VHX, it is also being sold on iTunes and Steam, as well as Blu-ray Special Edition. Whilst it's certainly not the only way for indie movie makers to sell their games, it's well worth considering if you really want to give your film that extra push to the digital world. That's it for the tech review. Here's going to be an interview with the performers.
Hi, my name is Michael Bayliss. I'm a studio manager for Phoenix Records. I've worked for the company for a year now. Basically, I put together a team for the studio and record artists, external or internal artists, and release their stuff to Ditto Music. Our aim is to get them into the music industry and produce them, get them big. We had a band tryout, 2 to 3 bands or solo artists to try out for the record company, looking for new artists, internal or external, because obviously we're wanting to get more uni students involved, as is a uni record company. A lot of artists are interested, and we've signed 2.
So I am now joined in the studio by Mike and Adam. Adam's performing for us this week, and Mike, you are the studio manager of Phoenix Records, as if we just heard on that BT.
Yes.
So you're going to talk to us a little bit about our subject, which is digital distribution. Because what I wanted to ask, we've heard a lot about Phoenix Records actually on our last 2, on our music week and on our first special week.
Yes.
But how is it that Phoenix Records actually get people's music out there into the real world?
Now, we bring in internal or external artists, say like Adam, for example, and we record a couple of his tracks, say an EP, 2 to 3 songs, and we mix it and send it off to a professional to be mastered. That will come back to us, and a former student of ours, Jay Keir, works for Ditto now in America, so the music will get sent over to him, and it's free subscription for Phoenix because it's Stafford University, and that will get sent out to 3 stores, 3 online stores in the online world, so Amazon, iTunes and Spotify, and then he'll get money in, the artist will get money in from those sales.
Okay, and does the artist choose which of the 3?
The artist can choose, yes, but we would advise on the 3 major stores, due to if we put him on the Android store for the music, then not many people buy songs from Android. It's more iTunes and Spotify.
Yeah.
So you got to aim for the bigger stores, really.
Okay. But it's pretty cool for them to be able to get their music onto these like huge internet sites.
Yes, it is. Yes, with Ditto, it's very, very helpful. They're a big company, especially in America, and they just set up a new base in the UK. So they are a great store for distribution online. But the only problem is a lot of people these days don't want to buy music.
Yeah, that's true.
They want to get it illegally.
I think we'll get onto that in a second.
Yes.
If we can, Adam, why don't you tell us a little bit about how unsigned artists, so people that don't have the help of companies like Phoenix and Ditto, can get their music out into the real world?
Yeah, I don't really know. I've not really got that far to know about selling my music. But as far as getting my music out there, it's like SoundCloud, because that's free to use and you can it's free to upload your music.
Yeah.
Apart from if you're going to do your own original material, you would have to buy a premium account on SoundCloud, which you pay either yearly or monthly. I'm not sure. And people can then download that, but if you don't, you can still have them listen to it, but they're not able to download it then.
Yeah. So it's still a good way, I guess, for people to sort of get to know you. Is like
to get your name out there and things like that, and to get heard. And then so if you've got a gig local to them, they know they've already heard you before or something like that. Yeah. It's quite good.
Okay, so we started to mention about piracy.
Yes.
How do you think like the music industry is responding to it?
Well, as of recent, it has been, like a couple of years ago, it has been mega. Like CDs have gone and illegal downloading has come in, artists have complained, obviously because it's illegal, they're not getting any money out of it. It has come into its own last couple of years, but it is downgrading. Like, people are going back to CDs.
Yeah.
Like you said in the gaming, you love the retro CDs. Like people still love going out and having that physical copy of a CD in their hand. But with the downloads, that stops the artist from getting any money whatsoever.
Sure.
So if we put Adam's songs on iTunes or Spotify, people won't download. People like listen to it, have a brief intro, and think, "Oh, I like that."
Yeah.
Go and download it from an illegal store, torrent it.
Yeah. I guess
That is
that's one of the biggest challenges.
Yes, it is. Yes.
Anyway, I think this topic could go on for
It
forever,
could do, yes,
pretty
it
much.
could do.
You know, it's really open-ended, but we'll leave it there. Adam, you're going to perform for us just a little bit later.
Yeah.
But before that, we're going to watch a behind-the-scenes video of our recent visit to Red Bull Music Studios in London.
Does your mind change with the seasons, or just by the day? And for no good reason, why can't you just say, when you stop I'll never know? Running circles in my head, but in time my mind will grow, and your memory will be dead. Was it a mistake? Were your feelings real? Do you think my heart will ever...
Hello, coming up soon on Staffs TV, we have a brand new TV show for you called The Forum. It's a student politics show focusing on the issues nationally as well as locally here at Staffs University. It's also a great chance for you to hear from your elected officers in the student union. If you'd like to be part of the show, come down on Thursday the 8th of November and at 4 p.m. and be part of the audience. We also have student panellists as well as invited guests as well. Also coming up on Staffs TV, we have coming soon Hangover TV, so stay tuned for that. Now, after this short VT, we'll hear from Adam Murray, who will be performing live for us.
I'm Adam Murray, and I play alternative acoustic music, I suppose. I've been playing guitar for, well, since I was about 13. Went in and out of it, nearly quit when I carried on. I was started on electric guitar, and then I went to acoustic guitar in the past like 2 years or so. My inspiration was my dad's record collection. You know, when I was about 6, I played AC/DC to me, and by the time I was 12, I thought I want to start electric guitar.
Took you so long to realize you let it all just fade away, but then you bring it back to life. When will you let it pass you by? It's like you said, what's done is done. What does it matter now? Just one more thing, it's like you left me here to wait and see forever, 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 forever. I've got to know what's right and what is wrong. It's all the secrets that you keep within your mind. I've got to know what's right and what is wrong. I'm feeling down because you make me feel so blind. If I take a look inside your mind, I know that I will not see me, something I'll never find. We lead the same kind of life. Forever I am looking, forget about it, break a smile. Just one more thing, it's like you left me here to wait and see forever, 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 forever. I've got to know what's right and what is wrong. It's all the secrets that you keep within your mind. I've got to know what's right and what is wrong. I'm feeling down because you make me feel so blind. I've got to know what's right and what is wrong. It's all the secrets that you keep within your mind. I've got to know what's right and what is wrong. I'm feeling down because you make me feel so blind. You make me feel so blind. You make me feel so blind.